Hello, my name is Aaron Sanchez, and today I'm going to be explaining a very simple yet effective test called PCB total solids. For this test, we'll need a blood sample collected in an EDTA tube or purple top tube. We'll also need clay that we will use to secure one of the sides of our tubes, an Easybeater to quickly and precisely read our results, and capillary tubes that will be used to store our blood samples. We can also use bedwrap to securely place our purple top tubes and our capillary tubes while we are preparing our samples. Once we have gathered all the materials, we're going to start by grabbing our purple top tube or EDTA tube. As well, we're going to need microhematocrit tubes, also known as hematocrit and capillary tubes. For this case, we will be using 4 tubes in total. The way we are going to place the blood on the microhematocrit tube will be by tilting it slightly and letting it come up on its own. Even though we are only using 4 tubes in total, you might use as many as you need. Clay will be added on the opposite side of the blood so it will not spill. Our next step will be grabbing our microhematocrit tubes and placing them over the centrifuge tubes. To do this, we're going to place the microhematocrit tubes in a way they are opposite to each other. This way, we are going to maintain a balance on our centrifuge. For the same reason, once we place the centrifuge tubes on the centrifuge, we are going to place them also in a way that they are opposite to each other. This way we always keep the balance and we don't damage our centrifuges. Even though it's different for every centrifuge, we spin down our blood for 6 minutes using 3500 revolutions per minute. Here at Westmed, we also learn how to use another machines. Some examples are the Prosite and the Catalyst, machines that are used to analyze CBCs and chemistries. The difference is with the BBC total proteins, we are able to get a snapshot of our patient's health. Then you may go back to your station where you can continue working. In this case, you can take your microhematocrit tubes from your centrifuge tubes, and you can analyze them to see the red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets, and plasma. Once back in your station, you may be able to grab your microhematocrit tube, Windex, and a tape wipe. With this, you can clean the outside area of your microhematocrit tube and be able to read properly your PCB. Once we are done with that, we may place our microhematocrit tube in an Easyreader. We will need to align the upper side of the plasma with the line that says 100 and the bottom of the red blood cells so that it aligns with the part that says 0. According to the table, in this case the PCB is equal to 46%. For the second section of our test, we are going to perform a total proteins analysis. With this, we can determine the amount of proteins that are present of the plasma. The instrument that we use for this test is called a refractometer, and the way we use it is that we break the part of the microhematocrit tube that contains the plasma. Then, with sharp movements, we add some drops of the plasma on the refractometer. Then, we close the lid of the refractometer and we point the refractometer towards the light. When we are reading our refractometer, there are 2 sections we need to pay attention to. In our case, the left side shows us the specific gravity of a liquid, and the right side, the one we're using, shows us the total protein. In this case, the refractometer shows 6.2 grams of protein per deciliter of plasma.